You guys see me? Hey, it's alright. You know, we all come to a few points in our lives, you know, each of them at different parts of our lives, but we all have these points where the decisions we make can change the direction our lives are going to go. And I'm pretty sure one of those decisions coming up for me, that's choosing a career. You know, I think I'm choosing the right choice. I really hope I am. But it's just kind of scary, you know, because these choices, they're actively gonna make a difference of how my life is gonna turn out. And I really hope I'm gonna make the right choice. Because if I don't, well, I don't know.
Next Steps Project, Part 4. The project where we have to figure out what our next steps after high school will be and figuring out a career. Now, some of us will end up being doctors. Some of us will end up joining the army and fighting for our country. And others, well shoot, probably end up as Walmart managers someday. I'm looking at you, Brody. Now, for me, ever since I was a little kid, I wanted to become a firefighter. Been kind of a long time dream of mine. But I never knew what steps I needed to take to pursue that job until last year in this class. Then I learned all the certifications I needed and all the classes I needed to take. So now I have a step-by-step plan of what I need to do to pursue my dreams. Now, more specifically, the job that I want to pursue in firefighting is wildland, where you head out to fight forest fires. It seems like a really, really cool experience and something that I can learn a lot from in the future. Now, the main certification that I'm going to need to become a wildland firefighter is my red card, which basically shows that I have the knowledge to fight forest fires. Now, in order to get this red card, I'm going to have to take a class, which I plan on taking this fall. The main reason that I want to do wildland and firefighting in general is I love helping people. It's something that means a lot to me, and I get a lot of joy out of it when I do it. The Bible tells us to do to others what you would want them to do to you. And I can't think of a better way to do that than firefighting. Even if I do have my red card certification, it doesn't make me an instant hire. I'm going to have to work hard in order to make my resume stand out against the others. Me being young, I don't have a lot of real-world work experience, so I've had to make my resume stick out in other ways, like volunteering. I volunteered countless hours at my church, trail builders, and more recently, search and rescue.
Now, when actually getting a job comes into play and I have to go take an interview, I'm not going to be able to just rely on my resume. I'm going to have to rely on my personal attributes as well, which I think are fairly fitting for the job I want to go into. I'd like to think that I'm a pretty outdoorsy person. I go fishing, hiking, backpacking all the time. And wildland, you know, requires a lot of strength and endurance. I believe I have a lot of that too.
As of 2024, Washington State has seen a 40% increase in wildfires compared to previous years. Each and every year, Washington loses millions of acres of forest to wildfires, and those numbers are only increasing. Today, Washington and America in general are in desperate need of more wildland firefighters, more than ever before.
But in the end, you can only do so much. You can only change and affect so many things, so many different variables, that at some point you're just going to have to come and realize that your fate kind of lies in the Lord's hand, It's not something that you can actively change. You can have some sort of effect on it, like having a better looking resume than other people, but at some point there's always going to be someone who's better than you, and it's your job to understand that sometimes in life you don't get what you want. Sometimes in life you're gonna fail. There will be moments in your life when you're gonna fail, right? You shouldn't be asking, I hope I don't fail. What you should be asking is, I hope when I fail, I'm able to learn from my mistakes and be able to bounce back from it and become a better person. And hopefully, if I do fail, that'll happen. But here's to hoping I don't.